News Today.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm joined by Jim Pfeiffer, who's the Executive Director for the Chemung River Friends, and today we're talking spring cleaning. So tell us, why is it so important to keep our rivers clean?
Sure. We're going to be cleaning up a small creek, Heller Creek, that runs into Aldrich Lake. The creek itself is home to a beaver lodge, ducks, some other wildlife. And right now it's got a lot of trash that's been thrown in there, papers, plastics and so on. That's going to end up in the lake. And the lake is one of the gems, I think, of the crown of Elmira. You want to keep it clean. We got a kids fishing tournament that's going to be coming up. So it's important, I think, to remove that before it gets into the lake. The other reason is it's our drinking water. You know, and it's our environment. It just makes sense to clean that up. So getting in there, removing that stuff by hand does a lot in the long term to keep the stream clean, to keep the lake clean, and also it helps reduce flooding because you don't have objects that are causing dams or anything that's going to hold the water back. So it's a relatively easy project to do. You can look at it, you can see the trash a couple hours later, see the pile you've done, and you realize I made a big difference in the environment today.
Yeah.
I feel good about myself, feel better about the environment and about the city.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that, you know, that is our drinking water, like you said. So,
exactly.
You know, they throw something in there not thinking it'll do any harm, but it actually does. Now,
Yep.
How many people will you need for this project, and how long will it take?
We're doing it from 9 until noon. You can just show up tomorrow. It's in the parking lot of Southern Tier Fabricating. They actually asked us to do it. Off of College Ave, you turn on Lagonegro Avenue, I believe it's called. I'd like to see 15 or 20 people, and we could get it done in the 2-hour period easily. And then Southern Tier Fabricating is going to haul the trash away for us. So it's a great partnership and helps everybody in the long run.
Okay. Now, is this something that should be done yearly, or how often should this be done?
It should be done every time it's littered, and unfortunately there's always going to be people littering. And it's not necessarily that they're just throwing it directly into the stream, but if it floats, it's going to end up getting into a water supply, eventually into the lake or eventually into the river. Cigarette butts, everything else like that you throw down on the road go into the sewer. They go directly into the river, into our water supply. What would be great if we could convince people, stop littering. So that we don't have to do the cleanups anymore, but I'm convinced after 10 years of removing more than 15 tons of trash, there's always going to be people who don't care about the environment, who are lazy, and are going to litter and are going to do illegal dumping. So it's important, I think, that we go out and clean up, but do the education to try to stop it or to at least reduce it.
Absolutely. So that's tomorrow from
9 until noon.
9 until noon, and you can just show up. You don't have to sign up.
Yeah, you can show up,
or
you can go to our website, www.Chemung River Friends, or to Eventbrite, B-R-I-T-E, to let us know you're coming. Otherwise, show up, wear your play clothes,
river cleaning
boots,
gear.
Yeah, you'll have a good time. You'll learn a lot about the creek, and I think you'll learn a lot about yourself and come away with a better understanding and respect for our environment and the role we play in taking care of it. I would especially like to see kids come.
Yeah.
They're the future stewards of our environment. I'd like to get them involved and let them realize and see the importance of taking care of the environment.
And it could be fun on top
Oh,
of
it will
all
be
of
fun,
that.
I promise you. We'll have some ice cream at the end. You might be able to see some of the wildlife that's there, but I think for a lot of people, they're going to discover this creek that most people don't know about.
Yeah, and everyone loves ice cream.
Yes, they do.
Well, thanks so much,
Thank
Jim.
you.
We will have
Thanks,
all
folks.
of that information on our website, mytwintiers.com. So just head there right after the show to sign up to volunteer for the cleanup tomorrow. And we will have more news and weather when we return.
Thank you, folks.